for anyone, including people who I radically disagree with, who threaten me personally, to be deplatformed, meaning like get kicked off of X, get kicked off Facebook. It's not our job as a company to pay everybody, no matter how widely variant their views. So, for example, there's no one who's a host on our platform who is pro-abortion. We're a pro-life platform. Okay, so you can find yourself, or put yourself, more accurately, outside the Overton window of things that we feel are appropriate. That's pretty much all I'll say on that.
Absolutely. Let's move on from her. Let's just make up a makeup situation. Like, say me and you are working together, and I chose, which I would never, but choose a different approach on abortion. What then would separate you from Fox or CNN from like, no, this is how we think and believe and move, and is either you're getting on the train or you're getting off?
Well, I mean, but I don't think that Fox or CNN or we would be wrong in doing that. If somebody on Fox showed up and was like, okay, I'm a conservative, and Fox is a conservative network, and then tomorrow they're like, I was lying, I'm a Trotskyite. Would Fox be wrong in firing that person? I don't think so. If CNN, which is a left-leaning news network, it's a little different than CNN. They purport to be objective. We don't purport to be anything but conservative. We're conservative. If you show up and I hire you, and Jeremy hires you, and Caleb, we all hire you, and you say, I'm a pro-life person, and then the next day you come out and you say, abortion up till point of birth is a moral virtue. Do I have a moral obligation to continue paying you to be on the platform? I think absolutely not. Now, does that mean you should be quote unquote silenced? No, I mean, we're signing a check. For that check, you are paid to provide the viewpoint that you are going to provide within limits that we are happy subsidizing. And I'm not going to pay for somebody, and neither will our company, is not going to pay for somebody to come on the air on Daily Wire and spend an entire episode talking about the great virtues of late-term abortion. Right? In other words, we are a self-stated company with a self-stated mission. If that mission is violated, then we have not served our own, not only our customers, we haven't served ourselves. We didn't get into this business really to make money. Okay, we're very happy to make a lot of money. I've been in this business a lot longer than that. I've been writing a syndicated column since I was 17 years old and I'm 40. So I've been doing this for 23 years. I did not get in this business making money. I got this business because I believe certain things. If ever I'm responsible for forwarding the opposite of the things that I believe, I have not done my job. I've not done my job for the American people. I've not done my job for the consumers. I've not done my job for myself. I can't sleep at night. Okay, so if the idea would be, for example, that I'm going to, I have a moral obligation to hire somebody or pay somebody who's morally reprehensible on any topic, including abortion. Is that my moral responsibility? I think not. I'm not a platform. If I'm Facebook, I'm X, right? Then the idea is the open window should be pretty damn broad because that's essentially the town square. You're almost mimicking what the First Amendment was built for. But I feel the opposite of a moral obligation to hire somebody or pay somebody for expressing viewpoints that I find to be personally outside the window of what we would want to be subsidizing.
Does it hurt your heart knowing that there's some people that see you as somebody who's silencing somebody when you know that your heart is moving towards better in the country? Does it affect your process and footsteps?
I mean, it doesn't affect my process or footsteps in the sense that I think that it's a misread. I think it's a misclassification.
And right? So you're good at shutting that off.
Well, it's a category error. I mean, it's annoying to me because I think that category errors are annoying. But I think that the idea that we as a company have a moral obligation to pay Bernie Sanders to be a host is obviously absurd on its face. And so when that is extended to people who are, anywhere on the political spectrum or self-declared anywhere on the political spectrum, the principle is the same. Our job as the Daily Wire is not to be Facebook. It is not to be X. It is to be the Daily Wire. And if suddenly all of our hosts tomorrow came out and were like, Kamala Harris is the greatest candidate in the entire world, and would that be serving anybody who subscribed? Would that be serving ourselves? I think not.
Okay, I understand your perspective now. It's like I'm not here to make money or friends. I'm here to push the narrative that all came together to make sure America sees. And so I'm understanding.
And again, that doesn't mean that somebody can't with somebody else. Go with God. Go away. Like if you want to purport, you want to pervade that worldview. I'm not calling for you to be silenced. I'm not suggesting that you should be deplatformed. I'm just saying I ain't paying you.
Got it. But big tech companies like Facebook have gotten
That's
involved.
A different thing. That's a different thing.
So let's pivot there, right? And by the way, thank you for having that conversation. I know it's a little uncomfortable for you because there's a lot of things you can't speak about.
Again. In principle, it's really difficult. It's just when personalities get involved, then people start to get very passionate about that for good reason, right?
Okay, I just got nervous because Mike stood up and I was like, all right.
Yeah, no, it's
fine. His bodyguards just got up and I was like, all right, I'm done with that question. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But let's move on to big tech because that has been shown that they do get involved because there is some